Hello and welcome to QRT News on Quảng Nam Radio and Television. I'm Vương. Let's take a look at the headlines.
Effective implementation of Vietnam Laos People's Diplomacy.
Quảng Nam leaders work with World Bank.
Departments of Finance of Quảng Nam and Secom side MOU.
Điện Career Vietnam Peace Foundation handed over equipment to schools.
Celebrating the 420th anniversary of the name Truyen.
This week, Standing Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Phan Thái Bình, held a working session with the Traditional Liaison Committee of the Vietnam-Laos Friendship Association, Ministry of National Defense Agency on People's Foreign Affairs on the Vietnam-Laos border.
The report at the meeting highlighted that in recent times, Quảng Nam province has identified cooperation with the neighboring border province of Secom and other regions of Laos as a particularly important political mission with long-term strategic significance in managing and protecting the national border. Quảng Nam province and the southern provinces of Laos, especially Secom and Champasak, have a strengthened cooperation in various sectors, including economy, culture, education, healthcare, and security defense. Regarding resources for people's diplomacies during 2016 to 2021 period, Quảng Nam province has supported Secom province with various projects and initiatives worth over 100 billion Vietnam dong, with the provincial budget allocating approximately 42 billion Vietnam dong. At the meeting, delegates discussed and shared experiences and solutions for implementing people's diplomacies in the coming time, continue research, assessment, and implementation of effective methods of measures for Vietnam-Laos people's diplomacy in the new context. This aims to further strengthen the strong cooperative and friendly relationship between Vietnam and Laos.
Recently, Vice Chairman of the Quảng Nam Provincial People's Committee, Hùng, and leaders of relevant departments and agencies held a working session with representatives from the World Bank, WB, regarding the Quảng Nam Integrated Resilient Development Project.
The Quảng Nam Integrated Resilient Development Project, funded by a World Bank loan, were approved by the Prime Minister and received approval for the feasibility study report by the Quảng Nam Provincial People's Committee on March 15, 2024. This project utilized World Bank loan funds, plays a significant role in the province's socio-economic development. It facilitates the development of inland waterway transportation, contributes to environmental landscape improvement, promotes community tourism along the rivers, clears waterway to enhance flood drainage efficiency in the southeastern region of the province, and more. The project is managed by the Quảng Nam Provincial Transportation Construction Investment Project Management Board with a total investment of over 2,700 billion Vietnam dong, equivalent to 115.39 million US dollar. During the working session, representatives from the World Bank and relevant departments discussed and exchanged views on various aspects of the project, including implementation, planning, progress, calculation, and meeting the project requirements. Regular coordination and information exchange will be maintained to achieve the project goals, ensuring effectiveness, on-time completion, and adherence to the set requirements.
Recently, the Quảng Nam Department of Finance held a working session with a delegation from the Secom Department of Finance, Laos, to discuss cooperative activities between the two sides. The meeting was co-chaired by Đặng Phong, Director of the Quảng Nam Department of Finance, and Kham Hu Ong Mani, Director of the Secom Department of Finance.
In the spirit of special friendly cooperation, the two sides exchanged information about the socio-economic development, the management and administration of budgets, and public access management of each locality in recent times. They also discussed the contents recorded in the Memorandum of Understanding on friendly cooperation between the Departments of Finance of Quảng Nam and Saigon, signed on July 27, 2022. Directors of the Quảng Nam and Saigon Departments of Finance provided updates on the economic situation, social conditions, and the results of the financial sector start, including the revenue and expenditure situation of the two provinces in the first half of the year. During the meeting, the two sides also discussed various topics related to organizational and administrative work, state asset management, accounting management, inspection, tax administration, custom, and more. To continue to foster good cooperation, special solidarity, and comprehensive collaboration between Quảng Nam and Saigon, and to enhance cooperation in financial management, budget administration, public investment, and public access management in each locality in the future. The two sides also signed a Memorandum of Understanding on friendly cooperation between the Departments of Finance and the two localities.
Recently, the Quảng Nam Provincial Union of Friendship Organizations conducted an inspection and handed over a clean water system and IT room equipment sponsored by the Korea-Vietnam Peace Foundation to schools in Điện town.
In July 2024, the Korean-Vietnam Peace Foundation provided financial support of over 560 million Vietnam dong for two projects in Điện town. Of this, more than 141 million Vietnam dong were allocated to a drinking water filtration system for Văn Thanh Tùng Primary School in Điện, ensuring a safe and clean water source for students and staff. Additionally, the foundation sponsored over 432 million Vietnam dong to equip Hồ Văn Biển Primary School in Điện with desks, chairs, and 20 computers, allowing students to study in improved conditions. To date, the clean water system and information technology room equipment have been fully installed, expanded, and put into use. These meaningful activities contribute significantly to enhancing the teaching and learning quality of schools in Điện town.
Recently, the Party Committee, People's Council, People's Committee, and Vietnam Fatherland Front of U Xuyen District solemnly organized the 420th anniversary celebration of the name U Xuyen, 1604 to 2024. The ceremony was attended by Mrs. Đặng Thị Ngọc Thịnh, former Vice President of Vietnam, Senior Lieutenant General Le Chiêm, former Deputy Minister of National Defense, Mr. Lưu Nguyễn Minh Triết, Secretary of the Quảng Nam Provincial Party Committee, and Mr. Lê Văn Dũng, Chairman of the Quảng Nam Provincial People's Committee.
In his speech at the ceremony, Mr. Phan Xuân Cảnh, Chairman of the U Xuyen District People's Committee, emphasized the journey of territorial expansion and the establishment of the administrative apparatus in the southern region. In 1604, Lord Nguyễn Hoàng renamed Hy Giang District to U Xuyen District. The name U Xuyen has now existed for 420 years. Throughout this historical process, this land has witnessed numerous changes, cultural exchanges, the harshness of wars, and a strong rise in the renovation process. Over the 420-year journey, the land and people here have inherited and promoted the traditions of patriotism, cultures, and history of the nation, continuously striving for the independence and freedom of the country and the happiness of the people. Based on the historical and cultural foundation, the land of U Xuyen is confidently moving forward on its journey into the future. Through hundreds of years, in the ups and downs of history, generations of people from U Xuyen with their diligent, creative, and hardworking spirit, have overcome challenges to thrive in life. Each step of Yuxiang's development today carried the ancient pride and spirit passed down from their ancestors. Speaking at the ceremony, Chairman of the Quảng Nam Provincial People's Committee, Mr. Lê Văn Dũng, affirmed that the past 420 years have been a period during which every field and mountain of this sacred land has been soaked with the sweat, blood, and tears of the ancestors to shape today's Yuxiang. Over time, the generations of Yuxiang people have always preserved and built this land, making it increasingly prosperous.
Tôi đề nghị cấp ủy chính quyền, quân và dân Yuxiang anh hùng cần tiếp tục.
Yuxiang needs to effectively leverage its advantages, focusing on mobilizing and efficiently utilizing resources to invest in rapid and sustainable economic development. It is essential to restructure the economy towards industry, handicrafts, and services, as well as high-tech agriculture. Yuxiang should employ its geographical and cultural advantages to develop high-quality tourism and accommodation services. The 420th anniversary of the name Yuxiang was an opportunity for every child of this land to return to their roots, honor, and spread the historical, cultural, and revolutionary traditions of the land and its people. This was also a motivation for the government and people of Yuxiang to continue writing heroic pages of history and creating new achievements in the new era.
Since 2021, the Vietnam Fatherland Front Committee of Quảng Nam Province has launched a campaign to raise funds for the implementation of a project to eliminate temporary and dilapidated houses in the province. To date, the Fatherland Front committees at all levels in Quảng Nam Province has supported the construction and repair of 8,482 houses for poor households, near poor households, and families in particularly difficult circumstances.
Notably, from 2019 to June 2024, the Vietnam Fatherland Front committees at all levels in Quảng Nam Province and their member organization has supported to 15,029 poor and near poor households. The poor fund at all levels raised 181,580 million Vietnam dong, focusing resources on eliminating temporary housing in the province. By the end of June 2024, the Fund for the Elimination of Temporary and Dilapidated Housing in Quảng Nam Province had raised 8,463 million Vietnam dong and allocated 4,140 million Vietnam dong to support the construction of households for those in need. Through these mobilized resources, the Vietnam Fatherland Front committees at all levels in Quảng Nam Province has supported the construction and repair of 8,482 houses for poor house and near poor households. This was one of the very positive outcomes of the innovative methods in mobilizing and calling for support to create resources for the construction and repair of houses. In the coming time, the Fatherland Front Committee at all levels will continue to mobilize resources to build and repair houses for poor households, striving to eliminate temporary housing in the province by 2029.
And that's all for now. Please stay updated with the latest news by following us on social media and visiting our website, QRT.vn. Thank you for joining us and see you next time.